Hello, YouTube fam. How y'all doing? It's your Uncle Tim. This is Uncle Tim Rants and Reviews, a channel where I rant and I review. I'm your host, Uncle Tim. Now, people say, hey, Uncle, it ain't no recession. Ain't no recession coming. People are getting prepared for something. I don't know what people getting prepared for. One, if you ain't looking at it, like I told you, the mortgage situation, the utility situation, the food situation, the medication, far as your health care as well, your auto insurance. Everything is changing right now, man. It's changing the air, and a lot of people feel it because everything, due to inflation, is going up. And man, you know what? You can feel it across the board because people are not spending. And see, that's the thing. People ain't spending, fam. This is how you can tell shit is happening. People are not buying cars like they used to. Like I said, the used car market is completely fucking obsolete, damn near at this point. I do not see used car lots anymore like I used to. I used to see a ton of them. Bro, I guess everybody like, look, we gonna step back. And if you really want to know, the restaurant industry is down right now. McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, all your fast food, Subway, all of these places are down right now because people are finding it hard to go to these places and spend 30 and 40 fucking dollars on just food for them and their husband. Or if you're talking about a couple of kids, you spending like 50, $60 at fast food. There's no more dollar menus, and they think you stupid. They got a $3 menu with the shit off the dollar menu. Dude, a damn large fry or a fry itself costs damn near $3 or close. Just think about it. Between just you and two other people, shit, you spending $15 on fries. And if you add drinks to that, you damn near 30. Bro, it's real right now. People are starting to pay attention. They starting to look at this shit. Then dining out, people are not doing that anymore too much. You got a lot of people still dining out, but pay attention to what they ordering. I was out with my wife. We were out on our anniversary, and another time during her birthday, then another time just for out. And we were out, and I noticed a lot of people were ordering appetizers. I said, look around. And she's like, what you mean? People eating. I said, that's true, but what are they eating? They're eating appetizers. And people are talking. If you can't afford to go to a restaurant and tip, you shouldn't go at all. People go to the restaurant and they tip. Think about it. If my food is $20, I'm tipping you $5 damn dollars. I'm not gonna tip you the same price of the damn food. What are you thinking? See, this is the entitlement issue. See, a lot of times people are not paying attention to people. If people don't got the money, if they don't come out at all, you don't got a job, period. See, this is what I'm saying. As the times change, shit change. Look at the movies. Look at the movie theaters. That whole industry right now is going down. Why? Because people ain't going out in mass groves anymore to just go to the show. Damn, the show is too damn expensive. Think of your Slurpee or your Icy, however you want to call it. Your popcorn, your drink. Look at how much the nachos cost. About time you are said and done, you and your other, about time you pay for the tickets, which is damn near sometimes like 10, 15 damn dollars. And all the food, you spend damn near like $50, $60. Then after that, everybody want to go out to eat afterwards. And you like, what the fuck did we just do? I just spent $60 there. We can't our ass home. That's how I'm looking at it, bro. See, this is the shit that people fail to tell you. When I tell you about toy hunts and stuff like that, and I'm looking at the gas in my car, and people like me normally don't look at the gas in their car. We just go out and be like, oh, this is what we gonna do. Why? Because I know this is what I have money for. I'm going, toy hunting, man, and I'm looking at how much everything is costing as far as gas-wise. Then, the electric vehicle, people are underwater in them damn things. They gave you rebates in the beginning, to offset buying one of these. Like a lit rebate. I forgot about, I forgot how much the rebate was. But you come to find out that the electric charging stations are shams. A lot of them are always not working. Then if you do, you there for about an hour and something, and you spending damn near like 70 to 50 damn dollars to actually pay to get this damn thing charged. Dude, and plus, you can't go that damn far on it. And a lot of electric cars don't work too good in the damn wintertime. Dude, so what are we talking about? So all of the alternatives they gave us are not alternatives. See, the thing is, the bubble is crashing. They're telling you to be more environmentally friendly, because electricity in these electric charging stations, don't they come from coal and shit like that? So how did we go from... Man, come the fuck home, bro. You know what? This is how people get over. Dude, we have learned that they don't give a shit about us. It's all about money. I talked to you about this 50-year loan. It's a lot of houses sitting there with nobody buying them. That 50-year loan might help them get the house. They taking away the credit score and every damn thing. And people are like, but that's not a such thing. Dude, it's coming. They're just trying to get it a little bit past the hurdle. Bro, there's so many things changing. Like I told you, they're trying to take away dual citizenship. They're trying to make it whereas you can't come here if you got a pre-existing condition, or, you got cancer or diabetes. And I'm sitting here, you obese. And I'm sitting here thinking to myself, what does it matter if you visited? If you come here to visit and spend your damn money as a tourist, are you making it whereas people don't want to spend their money? You basically bankrupting the economy. This is what's happening. They are bankrupting the fucking economy. And you think I'm playing. I am not joking. Look at what's going on. It's not me just sitting here telling you some shit. What's happening is you see it. You see sometimes that you don't want to spend your money because you like, man, I'm sitting here actually thinking, I don't know if I really want to do this. I do that sometimes. I stop and be like, dude, I don't know. Dude, I'm sitting here thinking to myself, we have to understand some things, man. We have to understand that there is so much going on here that we only scratch the surface of this, man. You forget that millionaires and billionaires control the House and Congress. They control our politicians. We're basically sitting here as sheep because we don't understand. We're in the presence of wolves, man, and these wolves are trying to take every damn thing from us, and we okay with it at this point. My thing is we need to stop being okay with shit, man. We need to call out shit when we see it. And this is what I'm talking about now. We need to be more, just more realistic about shit, man. We're not being really realistic, man. We see this stuff happening, and we don't want to say nothing. We just sitting back. It's going to be okay, man. It's going to be all right. No, man, just pray on it, bro. I'm going to tell you something. Praying on it is one thing. Then I want to talk to you about something else here. This is how you can tell shit is getting bad. People don't want to go to church anymore. God said if two or more are gathered in my name, that is church. You going into a building with a pastor that's basically disrespecting men, not telling you anything about any damn thing that you want, talking about, the church needs money, but they telling you to pray if you need money. Shouldn't the church pray if they need money too? My whole thing is, man, be about what you talk about. I haven't seen anything in any of these damn religions lately that really say, look, I got your back. And this is why people are falling back. They're starting to realize your pastors and, all of these other people riding around in Bentleys, Mercedes, BMWs, Jaguars, got these big ass houses. Some of them got private jets. You sitting here thinking to yourself, I could barely pay my damn bills. See, the place that people used to go for sanctuary, for, like spiritual guidance and hope, they starting to realize a lot of these places don't have hope in them. You come to find out that a lot of these pastors have, issues, with a lot of the congregation, father and kids messing with kids, bro. Shit is real. This is why I say right now, we are in a midst of upheaval, man. We're sitting here on a precipice of something changing, man. The world is about to change, and people don't see that. They're basically closing the borders in such a way that you don't really understand. The airfare at this point is very expensive. And like I told you before, pretty soon it's only going to be the rich that could fly. They're closing all states, whereas you got to have that real ID. So if you're trying to fly out of like an airport to go, if you do not have your real ID, they're talking about charging you $45. And dude, like I say, TSA, now you're thinking about it. This is crazy. Now you're thinking about it. A lot of those TSA agents still haven't been back paid, bro. A lot of the federal workers who were fired, unjustly, are still in limbo about their jobs, bro. Come on. Not everybody, they was like, yeah, you see what happened? They took, chainsaw and changed everything. Yeah, they changed everything. Now this country is in worse shape than it was before. People telling me, no, we in a better situation. How? Dude, to be honest, there are really no jobs out there. People are out there applying their ass off, but there's nobody calling back. And I know people say, well, I know some people who got some jobs. I do. But my whole thing is, you got to think about it. With everything going on the way it is, ride the damn job till the wheels fall off. Back in the day, could switch jobs, man, jump from jobs to job. From last year, you could have did that. The year before, you could have did that. Now, with the job shrinking, the job market actually shrinking, whereas there's not enough of jobs anymore. Look at all those dock jobs they used to have at like the freight yards and all of that shit, where, the cargo ships used to come in. Dude, look how that slowed down. Look at how all of these damn jobs that were abundant are now down. Now they're telling you, as far as the car manufacturers, they're shopping around the robot, like I was telling you, that works 10 hours a day without a break, and it does the job of damn near 10 people. Bro, you telling me, oh yeah, this would be good for business. But that means you putting more people out of work. The more people you put out of work, who's going to buy your shit? See, it all sounds good in theory. I'm saving money. Oh, but people are going to buy. They're going to buy. Look at this Black Friday, your Cyber Monday. People didn't buy. They looking at your ass like, we ain't got no money. This is one of the first times in history that I have seen a lot of people speak with their wallet. A lot of people just say, we ain't gonna go for the okie doke. A lot of people, when those electric vehicles, those Tesla trucks, Cyber trucks came out, and people were losing their shit to get them. Come to find out you got a $6,000 a month car note, $5,000 to $6,000 a month car note. And I'm sitting here, some people got $3,000 notes, $4,000 notes. And I'm like, for this shit, if you wash this Cyber truck right now, it shuts down and becomes a big ass cube. Come on, man. You got to be better than that. And it voiced the warranty. Come on, man. Dude, this is why people ain't fucking with that shit no more. They were talking about doing away with the vehicles. The reason why Elon Musk and President Donald Trump had a falling out, because Elon Musk wanted him to put in there everybody had to have an electric vehicle by a certain period in time. That's not feasible. There's not enough of charging stations. You haven't made it where the car has some sort of charge boost, whereas the car could charge and like, look, I understand you try to get all the money out, but if you do a charge boost, whereas the car could actually charge in 15 minutes, you're good. Because see, the thing is, people looking at, if I go to the gas station, I just got to wait to get the gas. Once I get the gas, I could ride forever, the car will take me. I just got to wait to get the other stuff. And see, that's the thing that a lot of people don't understand. It's the other shit that you missing. See, people are looking at it and not paying attention. They're not paying attention to everything that's on the menu. See, the menu is, man, that I want you to spend all your money, but not really pay attention to the situation. We're spending and spending in these previous years. Now, man, please, early this year and last year, the year before, it was a seller's market. Boy, they were selling homes like it was crazy. Man, people were just going out buying homes and flipping them, flipping them real quick, then fix them up, then flip them, and like, man, you see how much money I made? Now people are doing that shit and being stuck with this stuff, and they sitting there looking like, what's going on? And at one point, people weren't qualifying for home loans, bro. Why is it kept? People wasn't qualifying for this shit. See, people are not looking at all that. See, they're not looking at the bigger issues, how these holidays don't mean as much to people anymore because they don't have money. When you don't have money, the stuff don't stand or stack the same way. You get what I mean? We're doing a lot of shit that we don't understand. We're in uncharted territory right now. We're looking at life from a different standpoint. See, what happens is corporations only look at money. Think about it. I talked to you before. $1.4 billion. Prada bought Versace. Netflix bought Warner Brothers. That means they got Harry Potter, Game of Thrones, I think, and the biggest one of all, DC. You remember at one point in time, Blockbuster was the biggest thing running with movies and stuff like that. Netflix had came out and they asked Blockbuster to buy them. Blockbuster said no and laughed. Where's Blockbuster at? There's no memory of a Blockbuster any damn where. You see what I'm saying? See, sometimes we don't look at the big ass picture. It's letting you know right now. Remember, I told you before, Kate Spade, Coach, and Michael Kors were trying to, go under the same umbrella. They said, no, that'd be like a conglomerate and all of that stuff. And, they have a bigger piece and all that. But you let Versace get bought out by Prada. You let Netflix bow. But I thought about it. I said, those other ones would have been partnerships. But these got bought. Dude, I'm going to tell you something. It's crazy how you look at this. So with all these places being bought like this, there are about to be a lot of jobs lost. Not a lot of jobs created. A lot of them going to get lost. This is what I'm telling you. This is signs of something to come, man. You see your street vendors. You see a lot of them are not making money like they used to. Dude, there used to be a lot of food trucks that I know that used to be parked in a certain area, man, and there used to be people over there like a mug. Now it's nobody over there with them. It's like you can't even tell they open. And they like, man, business is falling off. Dude, anytime cab drivers and taxi drivers are giving up their medallions because the shit is not worth it anymore. I'm not saying that, their medallions is worth, less than a certain amount. I'm saying, think about it. Anytime you got Uber and Lyft coming in and actually, undercutting the situation, whereas you didn't deliver to certain areas or pick up from certain areas, now money is across the table and you mad and you angry. Dude, you go to the airport and you get a taxi, a cab or whatever coming from, O'Hare. Dude, these people act like they mad at you because you asking, for this and that. Dude, my thing is, if you don't want to do your job, don't. Dude, I had so many people that I had issues with, man. Like I tell you, at the end of the day, people are dumbasses. They don't understand. I'm not here to be your friend, your buddy, your pal. I want you to do your job. And see, that's the thing. You go into restaurants, stores, and every damn where else, nobody want to do their damn job. One of the biggest signs of a recession, people are stealing like a motherfucker. They stealing everything that ain't nailed down. I seen somebody stealing some shit and, people like, you should be taking pictures. I ain't taking pictures of shit. I'm not getting involved in that, bruh. You can get your ass hurt fucking with people. People ain't playing out here. If they bold enough to be taking some shit out of the store with security in it, bruh, that means they don't care about fucking you up. Be very careful, because some of these damn people that you see in these stores, you might see around your damn house. So be very careful with that shit. People say, oh man, it be sounding like you scared. No, it sound like I'm a grown-ass man with a wife and kids and shit to be actually happy about. You gotta let shit be. You gotta let people who supposed to take care of that stuff take care of that stuff. Anytime that public transportation is having so many issues that they gotta have damn near police on the damn train because people won't act right, dude, it's getting to the point now where it seems like basic society is falling apart. You about to ask for martial law. See, people are so fucked. They don't get it. Not everybody. So please, not you wonderful people out there. There are a lot of people out here that don't understand that once martial law is declared, your freedom is gone. Our freedoms are slowly but surely being taken away from us. Our freedom of speech, right to bear arms, that shit is going out the window. You are not getting it. See, you think this shit is like some, magic do-all. He's going to let everybody do what they want to do. You notice shit is changing. You notice all those people that backed him to become president done got fucked over. Look at the Somalians. Look at the Muslims. He's deporting mass amounts of them. And I'm like, oh, man, and I'm just looking like shit. Look at some of the Hispanics. Like I tell you, be very careful out here, man. You think you safe. Ain't shit safe in this country right now, man. Your job is not safe. Your home is not safe. You do not even own your home. You're just paying for the privilege. Because once you stop making that payment, it's no longer yours. If you behind on property tax or any damn thing, water or anything, they could take your fucking house without a thing being said. And you sitting there thinking to yourself, I worked hard as hell to get this. Now they done took it. Now you sitting there looking at, did I really even own this? No, you didn't. You was just renting. It was your turn to rent this. This is why they're trying to do away with used car lots. It's a reason why they're trying to do away with used car lots. And see, the average person don't understand that. See, you go to a dealership, you like, but see, I could buy these cars. Even though you could buy, a car from the dealership, if you getting a loan, a lot of those loans are from 3 to 6 years now. They're trying to do the 10-year loan because a lot of people are not able to pay those big monthly car payments. So think about it. A lot of these vehicles now are not like 20,000 anymore. A lot of these vehicles are like 50,000 and up. So you're going to have a hell of a note a month. If you want that note to be anything affordable, that means the amount of time got to be pushed back. That's where those 10-year loans come from. The reason why they're trying to get rid of a lot of the used car lots, because, see, a lot of people go to the used car lots and buy the car. A lot of times when people go to used car lots, they buy the car. You buy the car, guess what? You don't have no payment. It's your car. You got the title. How's that benefiting them in any way? See, with these new cars, they add-on features that way. And and I talked to you before about this, and you talking about, hey, Unc, them stealing cars, that was just some shit that happened, some things that happened. Cars were being stolen all over the U.S. People make it seem like it was just Chicago. It was being stolen all over the country, including Hawaii. Shit was being stolen everywhere, including Alaska. Guess what all these people did? They bought new vehicles. You wasn't thinking about none of that shit. Your house burned down. Guess what? You got insurance. You get a house somewhere else. Now you got another mortgage. Because the insurance paid for the rest of that house to, get paid off. And you might have had a little something left. And guess what you did with it? You went and put down on a home. Not every natural fire is a natural fire. Some people start these damn fires. And, you sit there and ask yourself, why would they do that? Everything is about money. If you haven't thought about anything, everything is about this. Money. It's always been about money. Ain't nothing on this planet ever happened that didn't have to do with money. Back when they created the central banking system and all of that, that one bank that everything is done, this country is not owned by the U.S. This is a corporation. This is a business that actually is on loans. And those loans are outstanding right now. The country's credit score is bad. And the thing is, people make it seem like this country is like one of the best ones out there. It may be. But far as every damn thing, like from airports to transportation and infrastructure and all that, we dead last. Look at China. Look at Japan. High-speed trains and shit like that. Look at their airports, man. It's like you in a whole motherfucking other place. You like, what is this? Look at their damn skyscrapers. They got homes on top of skyscrapers and shit. They got shopping malls on top of skyscrapers. You sitting there thinking, we can't have none of this shit, man. Because again, this country is not there yet. This country is clinging to the past. It's clinging to, outdated methods, because it's making millionaires and billionaires tons of money. Why there's no flying cars? Think about it. Why would there be? Think about one thing about a flying car. If it runs out of fuel, what happens to it? Do it fall and plummet? Do it just hover till somebody get there? It has like a certain amount of hovering time, or you could just land it somewhere, Just think about all this stuff, man. Think about what this country is and what it's not. This country is a melting pot, but I'm going to tell you something. It's not really a melting pot anymore. If you have different thoughts and ideas, shit is changing, bro. This is why I say you got to get ready for what's to come. I keep saying don't put all your money in the bank, and people like, man, I'm putting all my money in the bank. I trust them. You better stop trusting motherfuckers blindly, bro. People done screwed people over, bro. This country is not what it used to be. People are not what they used to be. People used to love to help one another. Now people are scared to help any damn body because they're looking at it like, man, if I help you, you might screw me over. And to be honest, they might be right. Shit is real. And it ain't stopped being real. I just want to come here and tell you what it is, man. The sign of a recession, when banks are starting to change their policies and rules, man. When they start to not lend as much. When they start being very stringent on guidelines and rules and policies and stuff like that. A friend of mine deposited some money in her bank. She deposited a check for $30 damn. The cashier or the teller made an error, made it $300. They froze her account. Instead of coming to her and saying, we made a mistake, we just going to take the amount we took back, you got to fill out all this paperwork. I said, the first thing I would have done, I would have closed the account. Once I'm able to close this account, I will close this account. Like I said, you got to make sure you do what's best for you. I don't give a shit about nobody else when it comes down to my money, my business, and everything like that. It comes to you. These corporations don't care. You see, when they make mistakes, it takes damn near 2 or 3 weeks for them to fix it. You make a mistake, they want their money right off the bat. You got like a day or two to get their money to them. But you see how this shit works. Oh, there's guidelines you got to go through. Man, it wasn't no guidelines to go through when you fuck my money up. So let's fix this. My whole thing is, man, when things steady go bad for you, like I told you before, we were looking for a home and we kept getting outbid. People were like, you stopped too easy. All you've been doing looking for a house for a year. You should keep on. No, you shouldn't. When shit gets bad and it's not working, bro, you got to reassess the situation. Maybe it's something you're doing. Maybe you shouldn't be here to buy a house. Maybe you should be looking somewhere else. Like I said, I'm glad we didn't buy a house. The property tax is fucking ridiculous now. It's crazy. You're looking at the property tax. You're looking at the water bills. You're looking at the garbage pickup. You're looking at all this shit that takes away from your pocket. And people look at you and think you made them money. Every damn thing in this country done went up, but your paycheck. People make it seem like everybody out here making 6 figures. If it was, we wouldn't have no problems in society. But not everybody's making 6 figures. It's not even 30% of people making 6 figures. It's damn near like what? Between 10% out of 100%? 10% is The millionaires and billionaires too, including the people making hundreds of thousands. We don't put it like that. Look at the rest of the situation. The reason why Versace and Prada make so much of money and Gucci is because people who are middle class and uh, below middle class are the ones buying this stuff because they want you to think they got, this type of money, this type of stuff. And those are the people who buying this stuff. Rich people don't buy that stuff. Rich people don't buy a lot of stuff that got labels all over it. They don't need to. A lot of their shit get given to them for them to wear. Look at Kim Kardashian. You think she paid for half of the shit she get? No. They want Kim Kardashian to promote their product. Why you think they give it to her? Oh, we got Kim Kardashian with a Birkin bag. Jeffree Star with a Birkin bag. Because Jeffree Star used to buy Birkin bags like a motherfucker. Dude, they had him just modeling one. Why? Because you wear these bags. See, that's the thing. They put people product placement, man. These colognes and perfume product placement. People that you would realize when they selling pop. People that you would know, like celebrities. Michael Jackson. Oh, man, he was doing Pepsi. I'm surprised Coca-Cola didn't get Prince to do it. See, the thing is, you got to use your sense, man. Everything here counts. Now that they're not using big stars to promote their products anymore, they're going down. Now that the EBT saying that you can't use Link to buy pop and soda and stuff like that, they talking about their sales are down. Their sales was down for that damn month. Their sales were down going into that because the prices are ridiculous. From cereal, soda, stuff that used to be really, really cheap. These prices are just ridiculous. You could buy a 2-liter for 99 cents back in the day, 79 cents in some places. Now the shit is damn near $2, if not more. Remember a bag of Doritos that was this size were 99 cents? Now that's $1.99. The lip bag that used to be 50 cents, that's the dollar bag. The quarter bag is 50 cents now. You trying to figure out, why am I even doing this anymore? And this is what people are looking at. They're looking at, look, they said people are eating more healthier. No, they're not. People are just spending their money on better shit. They just like, look, your shit costs too much. I'm going to just walk away from you. I'm going to let you do that. I'm going to let you spend your money over there. Anytime the rich people won't eat the shit that they making, that lets you know something is wrong. The Campbell Soup VP, the one they fired, the one that said, oh man, this meat in here for the chicken noodle soup is 3D printed. And it's just full of salt and sodium. Only poor people eat this stuff. I wouldn't feed this shit to my kids. People thought that was like him being wrong. He already knew this shit was just shit. We all know it, but it's affordable. It's just like eating ramen noodles, top noodles, and all of these damn things. You know this shit ain't no good. We know going in it ain't no good. Hell, those ramen noodles are full of sodium. And guess what? Sodium makes you swell. It makes you retain water. They know that. But guess what? When you ain't got no money, those are the best things shaking. And see, this is how we get in these situations that we get ourselves into. Think about it. The reason why hospitals and urgent cares get so many people now, because unhealthy eating habits, man. A lot of the shit that we eat that's affordable is bad for you. And, you sitting here thinking to yourself like, damn, can we do better? Yeah, we could do better, but why? That's the thing. Why? If we looked at every damn thing that was wrong with everything, man, we'll see it. But we ain't trying to see it. We so busy trying to prove them right. Think again, man, what's going on with society right now? We're hurting. People are hurting in general, man. Don't get me wrong. People got money to spend. Don't get me wrong. People got money. But they're not spending their money on anything. You still see people going on trips. Bro, you gonna see people go on trips. There are people with money going on trips, and there are people with no money going on trips. There are people using credit, like Klarna and other, it's like 2 other ones that they use to just put trips on layaways where you make payments over a period of time. Dude, stop thinking everybody living their best life. Some people's lives are just rented on layaway, and you just sitting there thinking, oh man, I need to be like that. And when you get like that, you sitting there like, shit, I don't want all this debt. Think about it. You were born to be in debt, bro. Think about it. You got student loans, auto loan, home loan, 500,000 for your school education, 500,000 for your home. That's $1,000,000. Your car, about 50,000. Just think about all that shit. Just think about all that. Then think about if you have a health crisis, whereas your insurance won't cover. It could be way more than that. You see where this is going now. This is why a lot of people are scared. This is why a lot of people are thinking. Anytime that you start seeing homeless people not being there anymore, you don't, well, they could have just died. They could have moved on. Maybe they're not homeless anymore. I'm going to tell you something. I say this all the time. If I was a homeless person, and I'm going to be honest, knock on wood, 1, 2, 3. Dude, I'm not trying to say anything negative, but I'm going to say you should rarely eat something that people give you. I'm serious. Because you don't know what's on people's heart. People could be nefarious. 2, people say, oh, we got vans coming out to help the homeless. We're going to, take them to warming centers, take them somewhere where they could take showers and wash their clothes for free. Then we could feed them. And you sitting here thinking you got all these unmarked vans coming around and you don't even know who this is, what organization this is, bruh. I'm going to tell you, you may be hungry, you may be cold, but you're alive. You don't know where these people taking you. And like I said, man, if we are eating food the way we are, McDonald's makes 6.5 million burgers a day. Whatever animal that this food is coming from should be extinct. They bring the McRib back every now and then. Whatever food, whatever animal with 6 legs that this is coming from, let me stop. Whatever this is coming from should be extinct. Dude, chickens should be extinct. Cows should be extinct. But yet instead, you go past places, farms, and you only see 2 or 3 cows. You may see 3 pigs at anything. You may not even see a damn pig. I remember they used to have the largest pig farms out there, and they used to produce so much waste because, pigs shit a lot, just like cows and sheep and goats and all that. They do all this stuff, man. I was on a farm for a while. They do all this shit so much. You be shoveling shit for days. And when they tell you that a cow shits, a cow shits. Dude, when you moving cows on those trailers and you taking them somewhere else, it used to be whereas you could take them before they had this chronic waste situation, whereas you can't take cows and things like that over state lines and elk. You used to could sell stuff and make money that way. You sell some of these animals, but see, they figured people were winning. They don't want you to win no more. They want everybody struggling. That's the whole purpose of everything right now. Your job is to struggle. Your job is not to win. See, so many people sitting here thinking, our government want us to win. No, they don't. If you won, guess what? You don't need them no more. If everybody right now were millionaires, this should be a hot ass mess. But everybody can't be millionaires. You need a working class. You need people to work. You need people to work middle jobs. You need people to work lower paid jobs. You need people to work. And guess what? That's the whole purpose of us. We were born into bondage, bro. You know what? We're traded on the stock market. Your social security number, your birth date, your ass is traded on the stock market. And you never knew that. Your shit is a social security number. It is a bank account. These people are something, bro. This is why when you're born on U.S. soil, this is why they want to keep you. The earning potential off of you is crazy, bro. You may earn over your course of a life, we just say, like 300,000 or 400,000. They earn millions and billions off of your ass. Do you understand? This is the reason why society is the way it is. And this is the reason why there's a change coming, but I don't know if it's good or bad. With that being said, thank you for watching. This is a very long video, and I hope it addressed some of the issues, man. But till later, peace out.